Office of the Inspector General says that 58% of the gun shops in the U.S. were not properly checked to see if they were following federal laws. A report by the department says that the investigations by the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco and Firearms were infrequent and inconsistent. Pat Bailey joining us now live from our Albany newsroom tonight with more on our top story. Pat?
Well, Dory, in response to that Inspector General report, officials with the ATF said that they are strapped not only for cash but resources to get those checks done. One group, who calls for common sense gun control, told me they agree with the ATF assessment and blame two groups: pro-gun lobbyists and Congress. Pam Dudoff heads the local chapter of the 1 Million Moms for Gun Control. She says it's a shame 58% of licensed dealers have gone unchecked by federal agents.
We have gun dealers that we know they're not doing the records. We know because they haven't done the records. We have thousands, hundreds of thousands of guns missing.
Dudoff says she knows not all gun shops are breaking the law, but questions how many are if they have not been checked. She says she sympathizes with the ATF when they say they don't have the resources to complete them. And for that, she blames federal lawmakers.
There are dozens, if not hundreds, of, they call them little poison pills, that are in legislation to make it difficult.
Dudoff goes one step further and blames lawmakers for listening to pro-gun lobbyists who want the ATF's hands tied.
And the NRA publicly takes positions against any legislation that will strengthen the ATF and publicly supports legislation to weaken it.
No, I really haven't read the article, but that sounds foolish.
David Petronis owns a gun shop in Mechanicville. He says he cannot remember the last time the ATF was in his shop, but says his door is always open.
Every FFL dealer has to conform to all the rules and regulations that the BATF puts out. On the off chance that they'll be knocking on your door in the morning.
Now, Petronis told me he thinks the last time he was checked was about 4 or 5 years ago. Now, there is no requirement for how many times the checks are done. However, ATF set a goal for themselves to do checks of all the licensed dealers in a 3-year period. And that is where these numbers, specifically the 58% of dealers going unchecked, are coming from. They are falling short of their own goals, again citing lack of resources. Just today, the USA Today is reporting that President Obama is suggesting $170 million of funding in the federal budget specifically for ATF and these background checks.